late for work, but let's try to paint the tomatoes from life. So these tomatoes in the kitchen, thought, wow, look at those tomatoes. They'll probably practically paint themselves. So we're working on Arch's paper here. I think first thing to do here is really what I'd like to do first is that stem, but I don't know if that's great or not. I am trying to finish this, do this painting A to Z in a short amount of time. You'd think with a couple thousand watercolors in practice, I'd know what to do. I don't really know what to do. Let's see what's going to happen. I guess why don't we try to paint the. It's probably a good idea to like wet the whole paper, but I'm just not feeling it. Maybe why not? I don't know. Then we gotta wait for it to dry somewhat. We were doing this glass sketch from life, and that was going, just fine. But the lure of the tomatoes. I guess we're gonna just to start with the. Let's just start with like a little green here, and just see if we can get this stem. So the stem is kind of like here. Okay, and there's a thing here, this thing up here. This, if we could get this area, which is not in the picture, if we could get that area perfect, wow, that would really just pop, wouldn't it? So really to get that, we should be doing the background first, which we're not. So let's see. Then here, there's another stem here. And then here we got the base of that thing, and here, come on up here, there's like this the leaves coming out. Probably it might be silly that we're doing all these. Then we're gonna have to paint around them. And wow, look at that thing like that. All right, well, all right, that's a good thing. What do you call it? A good guide for the stem. Let's start with this tomato here and just see about getting the tomato. So we don't want any like outlines in the painting, so we're just gonna see about this is the single light source. A consideration as we go. Hi, 13 people here. Welcome, and Big Noob, thanks for the greeting, and hello, Julio. Um, yes, we're trying to do the tomato from life today. Let's see. So I'm gonna take a little water here and just get this thing to kind of, you know, softer edges. And here we got a shadow, and I don't really want to go, all the way with that one tomato. So let's see about getting some a little action on the tomato up here. We definitely want that to be rounded. And let's see about right here. Already proportion just went far south. I guess this has actually come up here. Okay, now we have hit our green. That's undesired eventuality. Let's see about getting down here. And okay, looks good. Now let's go up here. This is not like round enough. try and get this area. So we're trying to paint, or around the stem. I don't know if that's good or not. Let's see, it would go down like there. I'm gonna see about soften this. Leave that white in there. That's gonna help us, with depth later on. I'm gonna see about a darker tone right here. Why not? Just the heck there. Okay, that's good. And then match that down here. Okay, looks cool. And then see the shadow right here. We'll see if we can just say, hi, I'm a shadow. And here, there's actually a highlight, so we're going to remove some paint right there. Okay, now we got our highlight down there. And get a smoother edge right there. And then the actual tomato is coming up there, right here. And I don't like to have an outline, but I'm going to do an outline right here. Just to leave that for later. Okay, now we gotta quickly hit this tomato before, since they're all the same tomato. All right, here you can just try and go right there. So here I'm just trying to block in the tomato. I have left this white area here that's going to help us later with here's some extra paint right there. Let's see about just try and get the whole curve. And looks good. This looks pretty bad, but see if we can just smush that around a little bit. Okay, that's cool. Try to get right up to the limit of this other tomato. And I'm gonna try to get rid of this red that's here. I don't know if that's gonna work. Yeah, okay, it's going away. This puddle, I don't know if we really want that puddle there. So there's a shadow here. We should try to hit that shadow right now. Why don't we do that? Okay, this I want to soften these edges quickly before they get, leave those little white specks in there, no problem. Just try and get, we don't want the hard edges there right now. Maybe a couple over here, that's okay, but get a better round. Thank you for the compliment, and hello Paris Hamziphora. Thanks for 2 thumbs up. Now I'm going to try to hit the green stem once again and look for a good green color here. Well, I got a good shadow green right there. Let's just see about, by getting different greens into the stem is, going to make the stem better in the long run, because having the same green is just going to look silly. So now I got 3 greens in there, so that's good. And this is a bit intense. I'm going to see about lifting some of this paint off. Okay. So it's kind of bluish. This is weird looking green, not that great, but once we get like 6 greens into the stem, we're going to be going places. So now we'll just see about another tone of red. Just like the stem, we want like 6 different tones of green in the stem. We also want like 6 different tones of red in the tomato area. So here, there's tone number 2. And that looks fine. Oh, what's happening down here? I guess we should try to make the tomato over there. That corner here is okay. Also, there's like hints of yellow in the tomato. So now I'm gonna get into a red leaning hard into yellow. So let's just go right here. That's good. See the yellow hint there. The little dot right there would be good. I think right here, soften that edge with the yellow. And over here we got the yellow. Let's have it right there. So we want our tomatoes to be pretty consistent. They are the same tomatoes on the same vine. So I'm trying to hit every tomato with every color as we go. This is that looks great right there. So that's that's uh, that's a win right there. The hint of yellow. I mean, if you look closely, you can see the hint of yellow in there. And I think something like right here is good, a good place also. Wow, that tomato is shaping up very nicely. At this stage, we're in a hurry to paint the rest of the tomato and to advance the details and depth of the stem. The stem is certainly not saying, hello, I'm the stem and I'm the most forward uh, part of the subject. If anything, it's fading into the back. So anyway, but we gotta quickly cover this. And really, honestly, if I could go A to Z on this painting, in like the next 15 minutes, I would be super happy because I gotta go to work, and I should really be leaving for work right now. So there we go. Let's see. I don't like that color, but gotta just keep laying down some paint here. So anyway, just gonna have that color extend out because we are trying to say, that we're a round thing behind the stem. So if we have the color end there, that's going to just be too weird. And that looks all right. Now let's keep going and try and get another tone of red here. I'm going to mix red and yellow. But I want to lean heavy into the red. So that's pretty good. And I guess let's try that right here. Okay, nice. And do we want some right there? How about all the way around here? Good. And then of course this one, can't be forgetting about this little guy. Looks all right. And right here, that would be a good place to have it. Also gonna come down here and get a sort of connect everything there. And now we gotta hit this area. Let's see about a deeper red right here. And the most intense shadow is right here, so let's see about saying hello, I'm the most intense shadow. And we're trying to leave a negative for this leaf that's right here, which I don't know if that's a great idea or not, but we're trying to do it anyway. And now I rinse the brush, take a lot of the water out of the brush, and just try to make this softer right there. And likewise for this one. And what is happening here? This is the place that's going to connect. This really is calling for our yellow leaning mixture. So let's just go right here with the yellow leaning mixture. Okay, good. Now let's go with the stronger red and sort of fill this in. There, I just put the red, and now you got some water on there, and I want to continue that red up here. So we got a layer, and I don't think we want that hard line right there. So, but it looks pretty good. And this, I guess, could connect that up. And then here, I want to soften this line. That's soft, okay, cool. Good, bring this down. That's a little intense right there, this whole area. I'm just gonna try to blot up some of that paint. And just sort of, that's better. And here, let's see if we can't connect all that. And I guess we're gonna go back to the yellow leaning color and go right here to get this leaning yellow. And right here, there's a big highlight. Let's see if we can get that highlight right now. So here I got that yellowish stuff, but I'm trying to get that high there. Oh, boom, got a highlight, right? Okay. All right, looking good. Over here, we're falling behind with this big white area. Got a medium tone red. I'm trying to get this, okay. That's cool. There's a shadow here of the stem. So I mean, you see the shadow, the shape kind of like a Y. Let's try to put that in. So we got that here. That's bold. I don't know if it's a good bold or bad bold. Let's see about just one little shadow right here. Okay. And now I'm just gonna like blot that up so it's a little bit less bold. And here I think we can just come up like this. And need that to diffuse here. Get a better round there. Hey, that looks pretty nice, right? Thank you for that compliment, IDK 3000. So I think this shadow here looks pretty good. Possibly, we'll see. We're trying to go A to Z, finish this thing, and then I gotta go to work. So I don't like the way that ended, that right there. So here I'm gonna just see about coming up and try sort of homogenize this whole area, because you know, the hard edges are not so great. I'm still gonna leave that white down there for future endeavors. Go just get I got a red here with a slight yellow lean, and I'm just gonna see about this edge right here. And really right here is kind of a shadow. We gotta try to figure out a way to get that shadow in there. And really this whole tomato I think is looking kind of small suddenly. I don't know if that's a good small or a bad small. Go to get the yellow with the red with the yellow lean here. I'm just gonna try to hit this area there, and why not get a little bit more right here and come down, why not. That shadow is looking good, but we got all this white to tackle. Here I'm going to try to get a stronger red right here. See if we can get this area. And then this is a bit opaque right there, where I don't know if it's so great. Come here, connect with that. I'm going to go with a watered down red and just sort of come in here. That looks terrible, but hopefully it's not so bold that we can't perhaps fix it. All right, now I want to get a what do you call it? Darker red there and lighter here, and have a good transition. And I think we're going to try to get a I don't know, I'm reluctant to try and get a highlight there. I was looking at this highlight. I guess let's focus on this highlight right here. Here, there's this reflection of the draftsman's light, which is a stick light. So that's why we got this long, you know, you see that like 1/4 inch long thing that's like shaped like that. I don't think we really want that in there. So in that case, it's just to get rid of that. That looks okay. I'm looking at this area right here. I think it looks fine. I mean, it's definitely, we got some, you know, texture happening. I still don't like this. You know, you just put some water right here, and there, that's a little better. Well, that looks great suddenly. Okay. Now we're talking. Wow. All right. A wonderful, happy accident, like we knew what we're doing, or not that we do. We should also start considering the shadow under the tomato, which is pretty nondescript, but good that there's this big highlight right here, which is a reflection in shadow. I don't know what the heck, where it came from, but you know, we also got this window here, way over there. Oh, great. my phone just popped off the silly tripod here. Let's see if we can't get it back in. Okay. I don't know how that happened. All right. All right. Did a little technical moment there. All right, back for the overhead light. Yeah, so we should consider getting this shadow in. We definitely want the shadow more like this than anything that's happening here. But anyway, there's a dark shadow there, which is going to be a very difficult shadow to capture and have it work with our painting here. That shadow is this one right there, that's like in the right there. I mean, it looks pretty clear in the video here what that shadow is, but I guarantee when you start painting a shadow like that in this area of the painting, it is going to be a very challenging, oh no, very challenging shadow to paint, because it's a little triangle in a dumb place. We're gonna probably possibly, I don't know about ignoring it, but what is happening here? My picture just, oh, there, okay. This reminds me of the first glass, where I was doing this glass, the first live stream was 45 minutes long, and like 20 minutes in, suddenly the sound goes off. And I mean, why watch my live stream if you can't hear me babbling on and on? Anyway, let's try to get serious about this stem here. Our stem is really lacking, and so hey, 5 thumbs up, thanks so much. I so appreciate that, and I appreciate all the comments, and especially the positive ones. And hello, Frosty, Frosty Z, welcome back. And hey, Mac, and I don't know, I can't translate your comment right now, but I certainly appreciate your engagement with the my live stream here. Hi, shrimp. Who doesn't like shrimp? And so let's, we're going to try to hit the stem here. Thanks for 5 thumbs up. Really appreciate it. I think 9 or 10 thumbs up is my world record for a live stream. Just saying that anyone should run to give me a thumbs up. Anyway, here I'm going to, we want to make that stem like really pop, so let's see if we can get a good green to make the stem pop. So let's see what this is. This is kind of like a Primatech blue that leans into green, and we use that as a starting point. This is kind of like I forgot what they call it, but it's a weird, unnatural looking turquoise kind of green, which used straight from the tube is never a good idea, but hopefully we can use that to you know, just to take our green into a good direction. Let's see what that is. I did have a little paper here for testing the color. Well, let's see. Here's a paper. That looks terrible. Okay. Let's try get into a yellow here. Got this cream color, which is, I think it was one of our great colors that we used to do this onion with, but now it is getting a new life as a green for the stem. I think this is looking pretty good, so let's just see what we can do with that green. And I'm just gonna start right here. Okay, that's cool, right? We don't want the same green in a lot of different places. I mean, definitely don't want like a single line, but I'm just gonna go there, okay. And maybe just a little bit right here. And maybe right here a little bit. That's cool, all right. And we do gotta consider the background. Now let's try to cover this thing where the red leaked into the green. Okay, looking good, right? Get a foundation color right there. It's just a hint that these two are related. And why not a little bit right there? Okay. And I wish wish we would have had our background already. Probably be a good idea to start looking at the background. See if I got any. This would be a good time to have clear water. Why don't we? I mean, that's our painting subject, but it is clear water, so let's just steal a little clear water out of that subject. Okay. Here we go. Let's get some water onto the background. I'm trying to leave a white area, not really touch any of the what we already have painted. We definitely got a blue hint in our background water, but whatever. Keep going. I'm going to see about this one. This one might have like a hue in there too. Okay. Let's try not to touch the what do you call it? Everything we painted. Up here it's okay if we got a hint of blue because, you know, this is the rear area of the background, so we probably would like that to be uh, a cool color because that will you know, look farther away than the foreground. So anyway, let's get there. It probably would have been good, you know, to be doing the background first thing, not last thing, but whatever. Who wants to play around with the background when we can be jumping in and painting the primary subject? What color for the background? I'm gonna try this. We do have that kind of beige there, so let me just see. Do this kind of a beige, and I got yellow ochre right here. That's a good one for beige. All right, let's just try this. I don't especially like it, but whatever. Looks pretty dumb. But let's just keep going. Just getting lighter as we go higher. Since we don't have any shadow in there, there's no actual grounding. And I don't know if that's so great to have this. Okay, now I'm going closer to the subject, which is there. In this case, we got a bleed coming out of that red. Just try and get rid of any edge we got. We got a piece of paint right there that's not going away. The edge really doesn't matter that much. If they put it in a frame, then the edge is going to get cut off anyway. All right, that's cool. I'm going to leave this white that's right there, but try to get it in here. I guess maybe we should get rid of that white. And right here is where that weird shadow is. Alright, we got a background. We're going to paint the shadow over the background. If and when we get to the shadow. Yeah, well, thanks for that. We got to take it one step at a time, Shrimp. Anyway, if you look at it later, you'll see that a lot of this stuff is layered, and, it is what it is. Now back to the stem. Oh, and thanks for subscribing, Shrimp. Gonna take that successful green we just had and put it here with this yellow to try to get some pop in our stem. So let's just see how that goes. Not bad. Not as much pop as I would like, but we're just gonna do a couple of little areas. I think that's nice up there. I don't know. A bunch of dots. I don't know if that's great or not. I think it'd be good to get a little highlight right there. So put the water there. Now we got the highlight. That's nice, right? All right. A mini success story. Well, let me see. 37 minutes. Oh my gosh. I'm going to take a photograph of the thing and try to work later, even though I hate to work from photographs. But, let me see if I see my approximate angle. I guess it's like right there. No. I guess it's like that. Okay, get a photograph. How do I get the photograph? Sorry, I left to take a photograph. I got to go to work for sure. Thanks everybody who stopped by. Thank you for the 6 thumbs up. Thank you for the positive feedback and all the comments, and much appreciated. Painting tomato from life. 3 tomatoes on the vine. Wanted to finish, did not. It was art fun. See you next time.